Welcome to Kannada writing classes hosted by kannada.y.okkoota. Recently, we are done with Kannada speaking classes, and this will be a brief introduction of writing Kannada and introduction to its alphabets. So let's move. Coming to introduction. All Indian languages you might have observed are more or less similar in pattern. In terms of grammar, it may be, or in terms of the tones of letters, and you'll be getting to know how they are similar. If you do not know, knowing at least one Indian language will help you to write or grasp Kannada very well, because as I told you earlier, all Indian languages are similar in some or the other way, and you can link with your language. Just like other languages, we read as it is written and we write as it is pronounced. It is just not like English, writing differently and uh, pronouncing it differently. Let's give a brief introduction to the alphabets. In Kannada, alphabets are called Aksharamale, and they are nothing but these things. And this thing you might be knowing, even it exists in your language, but you need to know what are these. So this is A, I, E, U, U, Ru, E, I, O, Au, Aha. So this exists in all Indian languages, and you might be knowing this one. It is the ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. This is nga. You have to pronounce it with your nose. And this series is the cha series. Cha, cha, ja, jha, inya, and this is inya. Fine. And this series is the ta series. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. And the next, this is the ta series. It is ta, tha, da, dha, na. And this is the pa series. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. And the last thing is the ya series. Ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha, la. So might have observed while I was pronouncing, for example, in this series, the second letter I used to pronounce with a greater breath. For example, if this is ka and this letter is kha, and this is ga and this is gha. So just know these things as I tell you the future slides, and this will be the basic content in today's course or this course, and I'll be helping you to how to write all these letters. So let's move on with writing. So this is a. So how do you write a? So this is how you write a. Fine. If you are comfortable enough just by seeing the previous slide, it's fair and good, and few people expect me to write and show how to write particular alphabets. So this is a. Moving on to next is a. So this is, you write it in this way, and the next letter E, and how do you write it? You write it this way, and the next thing is E, and you write it, you put one thing, just do this, and this is E, and this is U, and you write it this way, and U is just extend it. Next is Ru, this is Ru, is do this thing, Ru, and just be careful that you don't continue this like this is wrong. You need to write this thing and this way and this way. This is correct. So this is the region where you have to note down. Next is A, and this is how you write A. This is A, and it's this way. This is I you write this way. This is O. How do you write O? Like this. Next is O. You just write simple O and just give a stroke of line above it. Next is this is OW. You write O and you just give another stroke at the top of it. You write A and a zero or a circle to the next. And this is aha, and this is how you write. So we are done with A to aha. A to aha. Fine. These are the vowels. I can say these are the vowels of Kannada. And moving on to next, we start from the Ka series. This is Ka. I'll be pronouncing it with a shorter breath. This is Kha. This one I'll be pronouncing with a huge breath. This is Ga. This is Ga. And next Gha. And this you will be pronouncing with a huge breath. You can see the difference here. This is just a dot and this is a circle. This thing comes while printing stuff. This is a preloaded font in the Windows or any other print media. While writing you use this type of thing. There is no bad even if you write this way, just a dot. Fine. Even this is correct and even this is correct. Don't worry, both are same. It is nga. Is nga. You have to pronounce a bit from your nose. This is the cha series. That is cha. Is cha with a huge breath. Cha. Next is ja. This is how you write ja. And next ja. I am pronouncing it with a huge breath. Just write it this way. Fine. The next thing is this is nya. Inya. Okay. This is how you pronounce. Moving on. This is ta. Ta. This is da. This is dha. Whenever you add a stroke of line at the bottom, you will be pronouncing it with a higher breath or with a higher tone. So if suppose this line was not there, it would have meant only da. As and when I introduce a stroke of line, it becomes dha. Next, it is na. I think you can grasp my pronunciation. It is na. Fine. It is ta. This is tha. Now the. Now dha. Na. You will be having pronunciation confusion with this na and na. Fine. This is pronounced as na. While pronouncing na, your tongue will be going to the extreme backside of your upper part of the mouth, and na you'll be just touching the forward part of the inside part of your mouth. So now pa, this is pa. Next is pa, huge breath, pa. And some people write it this way, that means you're joining this part. Even this is correct. Now ba, bha, and this is ma. Now ya, ra, this is ra. And one thing you need not confuse is, if you draw a stroke of line this way, it becomes e. Fine. So don't get confused with it. And another thing is, if you draw a stroke of line another like this way and put it this, it becomes ja. So don't get confused. This is ja and this simple thing is ra. So let's move on. This is la. This is va. This is sha. This is also sha. The difference between this sha and this sha is the way you pronounce. This thing is more of sha. Fine. I think you are grasping the pronunciation. It is sha, this one. And this is a simple sha. And this you have to pronounce it with sha. Fine. This is sa. This is ha. Now it is la. Don't get confused with the pronunciation of this la and this la. This takes the form la, la, and this is capital La, la. Fine. Thank you. The next module would be module 2. I think you just know or just starting to getting to know the basic alphabets or the Aksharamala of Kannada. I hope you grasp this well, and let's meet you in the module 2. Thank you once again.